Okay, still just finishing up some Apple Jacks. It's the taste I can't see. What's going on, Star? Stardust, unknown, the unknown, who else is here? Caleb Kaiser is here. I'm here. I just had to mute my mic. I don't think you guys want to hear me eating the mic. I do gotta start eating breakfast. Workout is going good, seeing results. Trying to do a workout or any type of anything at least once a day, or I mean like once a day, 2 times a day, or either every other day. But it's going good. Going good. I'm making sure water part of the diet, getting the vitamins, everything. Going good with the workout shit. They're saying MotorStorm Pacific Rift should be here by August 2nd. I already got my D brand for the front portion of PS5, so it'll be a red and black PS5 just like my controller. Then I can take some pictures next time I get my haircut, which will be next week, which should be timing about the announcement I'm looking for. So let's go to my YouTube page. This off the screen. Make sure we bring up Twitter. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't. Let's go. Pull up info. Also, let's pull up the PlayStation blog. Okay, so I think you guys remember VG charts confirmed last week that PlayStation 5 was at 10 million. I don't believe VG charts because they do rough estimates. I only believe when Sony confirms it, okay? If Xbox fans are going to sit up there and say, hey, it's not at 10 million because Sony didn't confirm it, so we shouldn't do that either. So somebody that has not had a steady record of telling the truth and being accurate, don't believe them motherfuckers. Just don't. You know, even if it's me, if I was taking L's every day, you know, in my predictions, I wouldn't want you to believe me either. But what did I say was gonna happen this week? This is the last week before August. Sony is gonna get everything out the way. I said it. I said that shit on the Sunday show. I said this is the last week of the month, and we are almost in the holiday season. The holiday season for me, not everybody else, the holiday season for me is the season where we have back-to-back holidays. It starts in September, we have a holiday, I'm off of work. October, we have a holiday, I'm off of work. November, I have a holiday, off of work. December, holiday, off of work. January, holiday, off of work. Holiday season. It starts in September, to be honest. When you have a holiday every single fucking month. That's why they call it the holiday season. That's how I look at it, because I get a free day off of work. I think one of those months, it might be 2 days. A couple of those months. Long story short, holiday season is approaching. We only now have August before the beginning of the holiday season, which is September. And it's going to get really, really crazy. Get your shit out the way before you go into August, which is going to be a big month for a game that is made by a very talented studio, to see if you can acquire them if their game hits the mark. We got sales reports, confirmations, which, again, I know Spartan said that. I know I said it. We have not been getting a lot of sales reports when it comes to PlayStation. So I'm actually happy that we have some sales reports to talk about today. Actually, I might just have to go to the official blog. I'm gonna be looking at the DMs. I'm gonna be looking at the chat. Just give me 1 second. Herman Holst has changed his profile picture at least 5 times today. One of which had a hat with MLB The Show. The other one, he had a Knight's helmet, which is talking about Demon Souls. He has changed this shit a lot. Obviously, we will talk about PlayStation All-Stars, but I want to talk about the Activision side of that. it is good being my video looking over clues for PlayStation All Stars. I did one years ago. That's just like sitting at 32,000 views or something. I'm not trying to mislead anybody. I'm just following the clues. I'm following the facts and what we got. So the video will pertain to that. It should be a little bit shorter, but it will have new gameplay and it will be 4K 60. Capture some gameplay today. I feel like I have enough gameplay and I can capture some new bits of gameplay that I can have a video up by this Friday. I just got to capture some audio. Hopefully you guys support it. So I believe okay, we got a confirmation. Okay, today's not even the 30th. Normally on the 30th, which would be Friday, is the day that PlayStation gives out the confirmations for the PlayStation Plus. They did it earlier. They did it today. Now it was leaked out in a very accurate leak, so I guess you might as well just go out and give it. Hunter's Arena Legends, that's PS5, PS4. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for the Neighborville, that is PS4. And Tennis World Tour 2, that is also a PS. Oh, that is the PlayStation Plus lineup. Hunter's Arena, Plants vs. Zombies seemed like a W for me. I'm not that big of a tennis fan. Plus, they already gave us that. Well, I already picked it up before they gave it to us on PlayStation Now, and that would be the Olympic Games that also has a tennis game in it, which I feel like that game in itself is a better value than a game just based on one sport, since you have a game based on multiple sports. But still, all in all, pretty dope. I gotta figure out what's up with this tennis game and see who makes it, because Sony struck a deal with them, and it's weird for them to get a tennis game on there. It's just kind of random to me. Could make sense because you got the Olympics out. Could be a strategic thing. Okay, let me go look at the chat real quick. Okay. So you guys know this is major. This is major PlayStation Legion stream today. This is what we would call a red alert. Yeah, this is a major red alert today. What's going on, Somatic? What's going on, Kevin Mack? I need to eat the cereal before it gets soggy. 1 second.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? No. No, I'm eating Apple Jacks. Weird thing about the PlayStation blog, it doesn't seem like it was updated yet. But the 10 million consoles sold is not a part of the PlayStation blog. It's actually a part of the Sony Interactive Entertainment blog, which I didn't even know they had. So I want to get that number up. We're going to pin that. We don't got anything else to pin. You guys know how to support. The link in the descriptions will take you to the t-shirts. And then we have all the other links on the channel. Take you to all my other links. Pretty simple. JaytechTV 4K 60, pretty much on everything. That's on Twitch. That's on Twitter. Also, my PSN name. Just search JaytechTV 4K 60 and you'll find me. If you need a link or you want a confirmation to our to the Discord, my Discord name itself is a part of my YouTube banner now, so you can go search that on Discord. Send me a friend request, I add you, and I give you a link to the Discord. We have some pretty good conversations after hours. Let me get this one up. That will be. There we go. Okay. And that looks good. That looks solid. Okay. Post that one. So again, the red alert is taking you to the Sony Interactive Entertainment.com blog page that confirms they're sitting at 10 million. I want to give out the info because since this is the Sony page, they're gonna give out more accurate information than anywhere else. So let's read this over. This is Veronica Rogers, Senior Vice President, Global Sales and Business Operations. We're thrilled to announce that as of July 18th, 2021, so that was 10 days ago, we have sold more than 10 million PS5 consoles globally. Again, they waited. They had reached that number 10 days ago, but they waited until today. So that happened July 18th. Today is July 28th. Again, it's a lot of strategic shit happening. I want to check my phone just for what might have happened or why that they would have pushed it back. The 18th of July was a Sunday. They don't report news on a Sunday, but following day was the 19th. That would have been a Monday. That would have been last week. They could have announced this information any day last week and Monday or Tuesday of this week, but they waited until the middle of the week. Again, it's big news. You put a bombshell like this in the middle of this week, right before we go to the next month, it is going to send shockwaves through the industry. PlayStation is already the market leader based on last generation's console, but when it comes to the new console, with all the shortages on the semiconductor, with everything standing in their way, they were still able to reach 10 million consoles sold globally within 9 months. That's very impressive. That's very impressive. That's about 8 months and a couple days that it was able to get to 10 million consoles sold worldwide. That's fucking crazy. They can find a way to not depend on the semiconductor, and that would help them produce more consoles. They would sell more. I know they're working on something like that. We know that because of the new revision of the PlayStation 5 digital console that we heard rumors of getting lighter by 30 grams or 30 milligrams or 300 milligrams, something like that. We'll see. That was before that confirmation of that rumor, people knew they were going to find a way to get around a semiconductor shit so they can sell more consoles, and I know they're pushing to do something like that. This makes PlayStation 5 the fastest selling console in the history of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and we couldn't be more excited about the amazing response of our fans. I just wanted to read some of the sales reports that we got. And they're not on this page. Not on this page. We got sales reports, but it's not on this page. What I do want to read is the second paragraph, and it says, since the console's launch in November, PlayStation Studios has accelerated the momentum of incredibly successful titles that showcase the capabilities of the PlayStation 5. Looking ahead, the lineup of exclusive games coming from PlayStation Studios include God of War from Sony Santa Monica, Gran Turismo 7 from Palofa Digital, Horizon Zero Dawn from Guerrilla Games, some of the highly anticipated games from Sony Interactive Entertainment partners include Battlefield 1942, which of course is going to do better on PlayStation, Deathloop from Bethesda, Far Cry 6 from Ubisoft, and Kena Breath of the Wild from Ember Labs. So again, they confirmed that Kena from Breath of the Wild is a third-party partner. No, it's a partner. So they're partnering up with those. So I would see that they have some sort of marketing with those, because we know they're big, but they have to have some level of marketing if they're going to name drop those guys. We already know about Kenna. We already know about Deathloop because that's also a time exclusive when it comes to the console. Battlefield and Far Cry 6. That's interesting. Again, by default, those games are going to sell better on PlayStation. Whether they struck a deal or they have marketing or not, they're just going to sell better. I mean, at this point, when you're the market leader, your last generation console sitting at 115 million consoles sold, that your new generation console is 10 million within 9 months, it's a no-brainer that games are just automatically going to sell better over here. And that really helps you out to do whatever the fuck you want this year. Like, you could call in favors, you can do this, you can do that. Anything. Huh?
No, I agree. I'm disagreeing with
you. Yeah, it's just like you're the market leader. That's you, like the king of the gaming industry. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
I want to head on over to. Let me go head on over to my Twitter page so I can go see what I was reading today to get the sales reports. I think the dude's name, that's his name. Zuby_tech. Again, big shout out to him, doing a real good job on Twitter getting this information out to everybody. So again, big shout out to you. He was the one that got some sales report that are accurate. Let's see if he has a source though. There it is. No, Herman did give a shout out to Blue Point. And this is what he said. This was an hour ago on Twitter. He said, and of course, the geniuses at Blue Point Games who recreated one of the greatest and most challenging games of all time for the PS5 launch. They were talking about Demon. Did give a shout out to Blue Point. This was after he talked about Sony San Diego, Insomniac, and House Marquee, in reference to MLB The Show, Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man, and Returnal from House Marquee. So Zuby, if I continue to scroll on down, he should break down the sales report of those three companies' games. I think what I've been seeing floating around, we'll just go dive into Spider-Man, which is very, very interesting. What are we looking at? I want to get this. I want to get the source. I think our source is coming from GameIndustry.biz again, which is where we get our sales report from for the weekly sales chart in the UK. I use them a lot because they're accurate. They don't burn me. They don't post no fucking clickbait, and they're good. So I just posted that link in the chat. I'm also gonna go post it in the red alerts for the Discord, so you guys can keep up if you wanted to be sure. We got other stuff to talk about today too. So let's break down the sales report. Again, this is coming to us from GameIndustry.biz, which we use a lot. You see how I ran around the internet to see if we could find the source instead of just telling you guys what Zuby said. I like Zuby, he's cool and all, but we gotta read from the source so it's more believable. So they start out talking about PlayStation 5 is Sony's fastest selling games console after surpassing 10 million sales worldwide. Our other sales figures released by Sony include Spider-Man Miles Morales has sold over 6.5 million copies since launch year. So this one is going to be really, really interesting. This is going to be really, really interesting. We're gonna talk about these sales. Now, I'm gonna go as far as to say that I think Ghost of Tsushima sold at a faster rate then Spider-Man Miles Morales, and that was only on one platform. Ghost of Tsushima had came out in July, and by March, it was sitting at 6.5 million copies. You say what?
No, I said, what's up, J-Ron?
What's going on?
What's up, everyone?
What's going on? I wanted to ask you real quick, didn't mean to interrupt. You never got your thoughts on the Tribes of Midgard game.
Solid. We gotta be on that bitch together, bro. Let me break it down before we dive into the sales report, because we do have the numbers in front of us, and they go all the way from 6.5 million all the way to 560,000 copies. So we're gonna see who got the most and who doesn't. We already know who has the most. That's Spider-Man. But Tribes of Midgard. If the demons that come only at night destroy the tree of Yggdrasil, it explodes and it's game over for all the players on that map. There are 10
so we got to work together.
So we got to work together. So it's 10 people on the map. You basically spawn naked. You go pick up the little pieces of like twigs and shit, and get some other materials that you can get. Go to the town, and then you make a pickaxe or axe. Then you use that pickaxe to get iron, and then you use the axe to get more wood. You can use that material to make a sword. You got the sword, then you start defeating the monsters. You do these side missions, and try your best to do it during the daytime, because at nighttime you got to fight to defend that tree. Then once the sun comes up, the demons disappear, and you do it over again. You're basically trying to see how long you can last. I think my longest time was 8 days. I think I got a trophy for that shit too. A lot of trophies on that game. I got about 6 trophies. So it's a dope ass game, but you gotta play with people you know. It's a pretty big map. You know, north, south, east, west.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's different situations and shit. It's a thinking man's game. But it's dope. I like it. I just, I can't play it in a small burst. That's a lengthy game. Like I think I spent about 2 hours on it that one morning. That me and True Witty was like an hour and some change. But it's a lot of fun, especially with more people that you fucking know. Because you could talk to people and like, oh, okay, we're all gonna go over here, get this material. We're gonna fuck these monsters up, get that shit, go back to the town and get ready together. Instead of you going and spawning in the map with random people, they doing this. And again,
no one's paying attention.
Yeah, once a tree or a rock is mined or chopped down, you can't get that shit. It's almost like first come, first serve. Yeah, you can't get that shit for a while until it grows back. So, again, it's a thinking man's game. Now, the cool thing is you got a treasure chest in the town where you can donate material. So, let's say I'm missing a piece. I go to that chest. I get a material to help me make this armor or make this type of weapon. You level up the people in the town, like the healers and the blacksmith and all of those people, so they can give you better gear.
I was just about to ask you about the blacksmith.
Yeah, so there's a healer in the town, so she will heal you. Make sure that you're ready to go back out there and do more materials after night.
You gotta try and make sure to keep those people alive.
You gotta make sure those motherfuckers are alive, because if they die during the siege at night, you can't use the motherfuckers no more. So it's like I said, it's a thinking man's game. It's the opposite of battle royale. But if that tree fucking falls, then it's game over for everybody, not just for one person.
Well, Fortnite is going to try to copy something like that in the game.
Yeah. I'm glad you're here, Somatic, so we can talk about the sales.
Because they're gonna try to steal everything from everybody. They've been doing it.
I know.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Yeah. Okay, let me break down the sales. So we got Spider-Man Miles Morales sitting at 6.5 million copies. It was a launch title with the PS4. It was also available on the PS5. It's a launch title with the PS5. It's also available on the PS4. So it's on more than one platform. So I give the win to Ghost of Tsushima. Plus, it's a new IP that it did very good to get 6.5 million copies in 8 months, right? So that's August, September, October, November, December, January, February, and then at the end of March, it got to 6.5 million, right? So that's 8 months. So it took 8 months for it to get to 6.5 million. Miles Morales took about 8 months to get to 6.5 million. Both of those numbers are very good, but for Ghost of Tsushima, that's really good. I expect Ghost of Tsushima to at least be at 10 million by the end of the year. It will be in Horizon Zero Dawn status, but it took Horizon Zero Dawn 2 years to get to 10 million. So Ghost of Tsushima by default would be a faster selling game than Horizon Zero Dawn. Spider-Man is selling on his name alone. It's not to take anything away from Miles Morales, but it is already a well-known character outside of video games and also a well-known character inside of video games. As well as with the movie of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, they got a lot of people interested in Miles Morales' story. So again, a really good placement for that game in the holiday season, seeing as though the game was a Christmas game. In the game, it had snow. It was around Christmas holiday. Very strategic from PlayStation. Then we move over here to, we're just going to cover Ratchet and Clank first, and then we're going to cover Returnal next. Ratchet and Clank is sitting at 1.1 million worldwide. So, Ratchet and Clank came out in what, June?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, June. Came out in June.
Was it at the end or is the middle? I thought it was like a 17, like.
Probably in the 20s, maybe 20s or teens.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart release date.
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
It came out June 11th. So it came out June 11th. So it wasn't the middle of June. So you still count that as a month. Then you count July. So within like a month and some change, it was able to get to 1.1 million. That's pretty good for a $70 game. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Goddamn. Okay.
And Ratchet and Clank is huge.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, the game is selling at $70 and you sold 1.1 million copies. That's a lot of money they made for Ratchet and Clank. That's really good for them. Okay, Returnal, which we know the budget was lower. They're already using an engine that already exists. It's cheaper to make that game. But it is a new IP and it is from a smaller studio. This is a big win for them. Returnal came out before Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yes.
Let's go get that date because I can't remember all this.
Returnal came out in March. Right?
Returnal came out in March.
Ratchet and Clank came out after Returnal.
Yeah, Returnal came out in March.
Release date?
March 20 something.
The initial release date of Returnal was April 30th, 2021.
Motherfucker, you late. God damn, you said March. It came out at the end of April. That's basically a May game. So what we got? We got May, the whole month of May, because that was April 30th. So May, June, July. And this is at the end of July, basically. We only got 2 or 3 more days until the next month. 4 more days. Yeah, like 4. Something like that. And that is sitting at 560,000. So that's half of a million in 3 months. For a new IP, smaller game, not as well known of a studio, also sitting at the $70 price tag, that's pretty damn good. I expect Returnal to be at 1 million copies by the start of the real holiday season, and that will be October. If they can continue to have sales and probably come down on that price, I think it can do real good. For a difficult, challenging game that, you know, it was a very good success when it came to reviews, and a lot of fans did warm up to it and overcame the difficulties of the challenges. I think that's pretty damn good for them. You know, they're about to be sitting at 1 million. If they're looking at the forecast that I'm looking at, this is one of the reasons why they say, okay, this is a hit, let's buy you. They did a good job with that. Now, thematic. I'm glad you're here. We're going to be talking about MLB The Show 21. So, MLB The Show 21 is the last game we're going to cover when it comes to sales. They have confirmed that it sold 2 million copies worldwide. I really don't want to know the release date, but I will go and get the release date because we have to even it out this way. Again, I can't see the chat because I'm doing all of this work right now. MLB The Show 2021 release date.
April 20th, 2021.
Okay.
According to RealSport 101, the release.
So it came out about 10 days before Returnal, right? And it was able to get 2 million. So May, June, July. 3 months, 2 million copies. So 2 platforms. Now this is what they're saying. They're saying the game actually has more than 4 million players and was included in Game Pass subscription.
Where is it selling the most on? That's what I really need.
They didn't do a sales split. And I don't expect them to ever start doing a sales split. Even though it makes sense to us, I want to see it. I know you want to see it.
Sales is from on PlayStation.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah, we know that.
But that's what's very interesting. It sold 2 million, but they're accounting for 4 million. So yeah, people dip their foot in. 4 million is not concurrent players. This is what they say. The game actually has more than 4 million players, but they're not saying concurrent players. They're not saying, hey, these people spent this amount of time. No. They did also, which is real weird. I hate seeing that shit. When you're talking about sales, you're talking about it's also included in the Game Pass subscription, which
Game Pass is not a freaking sale, man. Damn.
I know, but when you don't have good sales, you talk about how many people played it, and that's what they do. That's just what they do now when it comes to financials. So that's why they broke it down and say, hey, we have 4 million players, but it sold 2 million copies. So let's say it sold 2 million copies and all of those 2 million are on PlayStation. And then another 2 million only dipped their foot in because it was on Game Pass.
So basically, it made more it made more money on PlayStation.
Yeah, obviously. Why would it make more money on Xbox? It's on Game Pass.
Exactly.
We're also looking at Xbox fans playing less games. We're looking at the fact that Xbox One sold anywhere between 40 and 50 million. Xbox Series X and S were under 5 million or under 4 million when this game came out, maybe under 3 million. So that's not good for them. But they dipping their feet in 2 million, and then the other 2 million are the 2 million that actually brought the game. This is why I'm saying, like, a Game Pass is not going to equal you actually going out to buy this. Somatic knows this. We talk to PC fans a lot. They say, a couple of them has said they pirate games so they can test the game out. Well,
that makes no sense.
Exactly.
Wait,
but hear me out. Hear me out, True Witty, before you go crazy with this. Hear me out. When you own something, right, whether you stole it or not, there's no way you're going to go and pay for it. When somebody robs somebody, they don't go back to that person they robbed and say, hey, here's the money back from the damages of the shit I took from you. No one does that. I don't know why people even think the Xbox fans would get the game for free and the ability to play it as much as they want, get all the achievements, and then turn around and just buy the game. It doesn't work like that. You know,
I got all the achievements, but you know what? I want to suddenly support you now. Here you go. Here's your money.
So I mean, it didn't make sense when I don't know the names of the individuals. I talked to so many PC fans, but there was a good amount of them that used that logic. We only pirate games to test out the game to see if it's good. If it's good, we will buy it. But they never gave me an answer. What happens if it's bad? That means if it's bad, then I guess you just pirated the game and stole it. But either way, you still stole it. Whether you pay for another copy or you don't pay for a copy, you still stole the initial game. And I see it the same way with Game Pass. You got the game, you don't have to pay for it. Nothing is compelling you to pay for a game that you've already have available for free with the subscription.
Oh, I don't mean to go off subject. Anybody got a chance to try the 4K 60 for the Tomb Raider?
No, I have not.
No,
I did. It's pretty significant.
Good. You do a video?
Yeah, I'm actually editing a video right now.
Okay. Wow. Whenever you get that up, just obviously I don't have to ask you. You can send me like 3 notifications anyway. But I will take a look at it later this week. I think that's it when it comes to the sales numbers of games. We didn't get a number for Sackboy.
Somebody actually did a pixel count. It seems like the PS5 version, I think is NX Gamer. I'm subscribing. He said the pixel count for the 4K is better on PS5 than it is on the Xbox Series X.
Oh, obviously.
I wouldn't be surprised. And
it slightly has a better performance too with the 60 frames.
And not even surprised anymore. Like all these head-to-head comparisons we've been seeing over the last 8-9 months, it's been the same fucking story.
I do wonder though. I thought that 12 teraflops was gonna be a massive margin.
That's it comes down to the developers how they utilize them.
It comes down to the developer, but it's not just teraflops.
Yeah, Mark Cerny said that. Yeah, I know. I know the fanboys were saying that. They were like, hey, bro, it's teraflops. I'm happy to know that now they were all full of shit. I mean, they were just fanboys. They don't know any of this stuff that goes into development. And you should never believe somebody talking about a system that has yet to come out.
It just seems like for the 5, they optimize it better.
You telling me armchair developers don't know nothing?
Well, obviously, because they were wrong. The consoles are out. The games are out. They're being able to be put through the paces. And time again, we see that the armchair developers on the Xbox side didn't speak the truth to the rest of the gaming community. Because time and time again, they're wrong.
Somebody tell me, why did they even add the, what's the other Xbox one? The series?
The shitty one? The shitty little brother, that's what I call it.
Why did they even put that in? I don't know why they put that in the comparison, man. It makes no sense.
Game you guys are talking about. I don't know if you guys are talking about a particular game. Yeah, but they said the Series S version of Tomb Raider.
Can I get I want to get one of these super chats. I think we only got one, right? I think we only got one. We got one from Andrew Wilkins, $5 super chat. Horizon Zero Dawn outsold Gears 4 and Halo 5 combined in 1 year. And 7 million sold. Yes, it did.
So,
and that's what's funny because Ghost of Tsushima, before it even reached 1 year old, it's sitting at 6.5 million as of March. It's now about to be August, and the Ghost of Tsushima expansion pack with the director's cut, bro. Ghost could possibly be around the 10 million mark at the end of the summer.
Yeah,
we could be looking at Ghost being at 10 million by September.
What were you going to say, bro, about the you were going to say something before you got cut off.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that the Series S version of Tomb Raider looks worse than the PS4 Pro version.
Yeah, that's I seen the same comparison. Yeah.
Well, it's not really a next gen system, to be quite fair.
No. It's running at 900p.
900p.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. We're running at 60 frames.
Because the reason why is because for any backwards compatible game on the Series S, it's going to run the 1S version of the game because it can't run the 1X version of the games because the GPU is weaker than the one in the 1X.
Okay.
So it cannot run. It has a faster CPU, but it doesn't have the GPU power.
Graphical fidelity.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, Jay, you should actually when you
we do got more red alerts, and this will be for Xbox's sales report, which came out yesterday. That it flew under the radar. Now, I did see some stuff when it came to hardware revenue. I saw those numbers. We didn't cover it because I saw it after we went offline. We can cover it today, and we have 2 hours. That's gonna be funny. We're gonna cover it now so we can get that shit out the way.
When you get a chance, man, watch that NX Gamer joint. That's a real good comparison he did.
Does he talk or this the one that doesn't talk? He does talk.
Yeah, no, he talks.
Okay.
He breaks it down.
Okay.
He breaks it down to a T.
We gotta check that one out. Let me give you this. Let me give you this one out. Let me give you this one.
Yeah, he's like Digital Foundry, but no
much
bullshit.
better because he's not biased.
Sometimes at times he can be better than Diddy because he really goes into it with the tech side. He'll do all that.
Well, I'm subscribed to him, so I'll pull it up soon so we can go take a look at it real quick.
Yeah, he did Ratchet and Clank, that bonus thing with the Ratchet and Clank. He broke all that. Like he's really good with it.
So here we go. 15 hours ago, this is on N4G, but this was again, the financials are going to come out. We're heading into the month between the holiday season and summer, and that's August. So it's about to get crazy.
And I just want summer. I hate the summer so much, man.
I know, man. It's fucking crazy hot out here. Look, so
bugs, bees. I hate that shit.
Let me get this one out the way, and then the other one is going to be really interesting to talk about, and that will be the revenue side. But Microsoft released a statement 15 hours ago, which was yesterday. Sony came out and did their statement about reaching 10 million. Okay. Let me, I just want to go to Twinfinity. Now, again, all we got, blah, blah, blah. So, by the way, I like GameIndustry.net better. They're more professional. They don't burn you. Twinfinity has done a little bit of clickbait. They have burnt you. They don't seem as professional. So, this is what I'm reading here. They said Microsoft is all in on games as Xbox Series X and S are the fastest selling Microsoft consoles ever. Now,
yeah, that story last year too.
Hold on.
Brought up some numbers.
Hold on 1 second, somebody.
Or not last year.
We have no number. We have no number. No number.
So how is it the fastest selling?
Here we go. Let me read.
What number?
Hold on. Let me read this one off. This came from today. We are thrilled to announce that as of July 18, 2021, we have sold more than 10 million PlayStation 5 consoles globally. This makes PlayStation 5 the fastest selling console in the history of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and we couldn't be more excited about the amazing response of our fans. Do you see the difference? We got a number from Sony. We didn't get a number yesterday from Xbox. Somatic, you were with the original PlayStation group that we formed in the beginning, at the end of the PS3 generation.
I remember. We barely got numbers.
What happened though? But we did get a number, didn't we? We were getting numbers in the very beginning.
They held out. They held out on the total sales almost like for a good.
Yeah, that I believe it was the second year where they kind of just said
so EA leaked their fucking financials.
Yeah, but in the first year they gave numbers. In the second year they strayed away from giving numbers. And let me correct myself. The second full year. So in the year of 2014, Xbox did give numbers on how many consoles they sold. In the year of 2015, they stopped giving numbers. So
they start giving you the fluff numbers.
Exactly.
80 billion people was online.
Exactly. and I want to go back and show you what they said. What Somatic just said is what they did.
Eating Raisin Brands while turning on their Xbox One.
What up? Repeat that loud and clear.
12 million people eating Raisin Brands while turning on their Xbox Ones.
Okay, let me read a quote. Gaming is the largest category of the entertainment category, and we're expanding our opportunity to reach the world's 3 billion gamers wherever and whenever they play. So they want to reach that number, but they never gave a number in their financials for their brand new console. It's just talking this and talking that. Not a single number. So, and that, look, let me put it this way. This is what they said. I'm gonna read it one more time, then we go to the revenue. And you're gonna see why they didn't give a number. Microsoft all in on games as Xbox Series X and S are the fastest selling Microsoft console ever. First of all, why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be their fastest selling console ever compared to the Xbox One? It would have to be. And to be honest, their fastest selling console probably is the Xbox 360 when we talk about the first 2-3 years. This shit gonna hit a fucking decline. It's about to hit a wall already. The sales are so bad that you don't want to give a number. PlayStation reached 10 million before you, and you knew that shit. Sorry. Yeah, 10 million before you, and you knew that was gonna happen. This is where it gets really weird. This is where we're gonna go over to the financials. And it's almost bumped off because the PlayStation article is gaining steam on N4G's top articles. And this is also coming from Twinfinity.net. Again, don't like using them, but Microsoft wanted to talk to them. Blah, 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 bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Let me just read the headline because the rest of that don't make sense. Let me turn on the chat because I can't wait to see what y'all motherfuckers make of this. Thematic, stick around. I hope you're not trying to weasel your way out of here and talk to LeBron James again.
You trying to call me Batman? You trying to call me Batman?
Yeah, you kind of like Batman sometimes. Call you the Batman.
I'm about to go watch some science stuff. God damn it.
So, this is where it's going to get really funny. They didn't give a number of how many consoles they sold, but they did give percentages of what's going on with their revenue. Now, yes, they did. Listen to this. The Xbox hardware revenue up 172%. Doesn't really matter. You want to know why it doesn't matter? Because I think that Ratchet and Clank went from whatever percentage.
I would have just said they're not giving any context from what that percentage is from.
They're not. But let me give you a percentage that we got from Ratchet and Clank after the new stock of PS5s that hit the UK last week, right? So Ratchet and Clank had boosted like 280%. So Ratchet and Clank was at number 10, but Ratchet and Clank moved all the way to number 3 and the UK sales chart. It went up by 200%. Yeah. Microsoft is saying the Xbox hardware revenue is up by 172%.
But
hold on. Year over year. That means from last year to this year. It would be up that much because nobody was buying the Xbox One last year. You had already showed off the Xbox Series X at the end of the year before in December of 2019. So everybody knew, oh yeah, we're not going to buy any Xboxes. What else did they do? They discontinued the Xbox One X. Remember that?
They did, yeah.
So no one was buying an Xbox One anyway. So compared to last year to this year, where more people brought Xbox this year, and we're in past the middle part of the year, versus last year at the same time, it would be up by 172%. Obviously. Because if we're talking about July of last year versus July of this year, we're looking at, you already showed off the Xbox Series X, you showed off games, you did your little press release. People knew not to buy a console until the holiday season, which is at the end of the year, which is counted for this quarter, around this part of the year. So once you talk about the whole year, you're going to look at November, December, and all of the months of this year up until July. Versus July of last year to November of last year. Where, of course, you weren't going to sell anything because people were waiting to put money down on the new system. So again, it's wordplay, people. They ain't really go up. They ain't go up because ain't nobody was buying your shit. This this announcement is bullshit. You shouldn't even let motherfuckers know that people weren't buying your shit last year, because we already knew that. We knew. Everybody knew there was a reason to buy a PS4. Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2. There were reasons to buy a PS4 last year. There was no reason to buy an Xbox One last year. Not a single fucking reason. Then we go on to the other percentages. This is where it gets really bad. Content and services are down by 4%. Content and services. Let me repeat that again. Content and services are down by 4%. The services part is really disturbing.
I thought you were gonna end the stream right there.
No, we could just fucking drop the mic. The services is all they care about, and people don't want to subscribe. Disney Plus was able to get over 100 million in no time, in months. I want y'all to think about this. Xbox needs over like 1 billion subscribers, right? Because they're losing so much money on Xbox. And how many subscribers do they got? The last time we checked, it was 23 million. That ain't shit. That ain't shit. And then they off and on at that.
The last number they officially announced was 18 million.
Yeah, I know, but the one we got this year was 23, but it wasn't concurrent.
Yeah, but that didn't come from Microsoft.
I don't think it came from Microsoft, but we did get a new number. The new number we got, it wasn't from Microsoft. It was 23 million. Right. But if the content and services are down by 4%, and we got that new number of 23 million subscribers earlier this year, that means that number ain't legit. That means that number probably went back down. Again, that's what happens when you give away Game Pass in a Pop-Tart spot. And I'm not joking. When it comes in the Eggo Waffles box. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You get the 14 days, you subscribe, they count the number, they fucking unsubscribe from Game Pass. You no longer have that number for the following quarter or the following month. Your shit's gonna fluctuate. Look, Game Pass might be cool to some of the fanboys that want to run around on the internet and brag about it. But to some of the gamers, it's like, you got some shit on that fucking service. I don't want that. I'm already paying for all these other subscription services. You know? That's sad, bro. Down by 4%. They say Microsoft gaming revenue is up by 11%. These are single and double digit numbers. Up by the gaming revenue is only up by 11%. Only up by 11%. What are we looking at here? Well, the financials for PlayStation gives us numbers on how many games have sold, gave us a number on how many consoles have sold, and we already know their percentage numbers are probably high as shit, but they don't need to give that to the gamers because we don't need that information. So we getting these percentage numbers from Microsoft, but they not giving the gamers and the rest of the industry the numbers that really matter. How many consoles have you sold? How many games have you sold? Eventually, they won't even give out percentages of their revenue because it is so fucking bad. I don't expect them to compare the revenue from the Xbox hardware from this year to next year because it won't go up. The only reason why it looks this good is because last year, around this time, nobody on Xbox was buying a console because they had no games to sell the console. Yes, it's bad for Xbox. It ain't looking good. If it was looking good, they would give us these numbers. Sony did it. If Sony was hiding the numbers, people would say they would be in a bad position, right? But Sony don't hide the numbers. They gave those numbers out. Why isn't Xbox giving out numbers? Because they know if they officially confirm that they have half the next generation consoles in the houses of their competitor, all the fucking third party, second party indie developers will go to PlayStation. But guess what? This little tactic that they started with the PS4 versus Xbox One didn't really matter. Because third party developers, indie developers, they know these numbers. They're going to get the financials. They're going to know who is the best platform to support. And when we get these UK sales charts from GameIndustry.biz every fucking Sunday, and we see the sales split of these games, we know that Xbox ain't sell a lot. Everybody just knows.
But they said that their which category were they down in? It was
they're down in content and services.
Right.
So,
and they said the reason was because of third party sales. I'm trying to figure out what they had to do. What does that have to do with them being down?
I was trying to wonder that before. Like, you can't blame third party on your inability.
I'm looking at it. They said Game Pass subscriptions grew. They won't give you a number. But overall revenue was down 4% because of third-party title revenue like Fortnite was so big last year.
Okay,
that's what they're saying.
I want you to repeat that real loud and real clear, and we're gonna dissect that. What's going on, everybody in chat? Hold on one second, Link. I want to give a big shout out to the 62 people that are watching. A big shout out to that one or two individuals that has multiple YouTube accounts that has no life and likes to dislike my videos based on how damaging factual evidence is to the side they support. So, you know, big shout out to whoever you are. You too much of a bitch to actually let us know who the fuck you are. Burge Brizzle, shout out to you. Cedric, the Unknown. OC Reed is in the building with us. PS Only Gamer is here. SS9 Vegeta Introtainment is here. Games for Eternity is here. Who else is here? I'm pretty sure if I scroll up, I'm gonna see Ice Queen Game. Oh, William Wilderbeast is here, and Ty HD is back in the building. Andrew Wilkins was here with a super chat earlier. Lulu Lang, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. I know I'm late scrolling up. Somatic, the LeBron James fanboy is here. There you go. Ice Queen Gaming was here. She's always here, always supporting. Kevin Mack was here. I got Stardust earlier, but again, welcome back, Stardust. So, you know, it's a lot of people here. Thank you guys for the support. You can hit that like button. It's 100% free. It helps the channel a lot. Subscribing helps the channel a lot. I understand a lot of people want to see a channel like mine not be here anymore because ain't nobody else gonna cover this shit like we covering it. But Link, I'm sorry for interrupting you. I just want to make sure people know that I see you. Kevin Smith, what's going on? Kelvin Smith, what's going on? Link, the part about them blaming third parties. Can you read that loud and clear so we can dissect that?
Okay. So Xbox Game Pass subscriptions grew with no figures to be announced, but revenue was down 4% because of third-party titles like Fortnite last year. So basically what they're saying is that Fortnite was so successful last year that this year their number, it doesn't really make any sense.
Okay.
Hold on, so they're blaming third party
I guess
for their revenue?
they're blaming third party sales being better last year than this year, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
True Woody, you were about to say something. Do you see where I'm going? Or you not gonna go where I'm going? Do you see what I'm talking about? You was about to say something, but remember he just said they were blaming third party, right? They were,
yeah.
Okay,
So they're blaming. So I was saying that they're blaming third party because of their failures. To sell games.
Yep. And what happens this year? What happens this holiday season? What happens?
Oh my
They
goodness.
They have Halo.
No. Not the first party. What's happening this holiday season when it comes to third party? What third
Oh,
party
you got
games
Call
come
of
out this
Duty,
holiday
you got
season?
Battlefield.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Right.
What's the
shit.
third one? Grand Theft Auto.
Oh yeah, GTA releasing again.
And the
Oh,
fourth
yeah,
one,
shoot.
the fourth one is always there. It's been there for years. You just said it. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Whatever new season of Fortnite that comes out, whatever new hot character of Fortnite is so strong that it can make people not give a fuck about Game Pass. That's what they basically said. A free-to-play game that they don't make money off of, that their gamers can play and not have to subscribe to Game Pass to play, fucks up their Game Pass numbers because nobody feels they need Game Pass that month, that week to enjoy a game that they really want.
And here's the thing though. Now for whatever reason they decide to use Halo. They don't need Game Pass for Halo, but for the multiplayer.
Exactly.
So they screwing themselves over themselves.
Parco Tech. No, we did not get any sales report for Demon Souls. I'm a little disappointed in that. I wish we did get some sales for Demon Souls. I'm hoping it's high. But we did not get sales for Demon Souls. I think they might want to wait and give the sales for Demon Souls when they officially confirm that they own Bluepoint or acquired Bluepoint. Again, we still have tomorrow and we still have the rest of the day.
That would be wise.
Yeah,
But
I'll
you
be
gotta
wise
think.
because what they can say is that from one of our studios who made freaking Demon Souls, we've sold so and so and so.
Yeah, and
Well, it's a first party title, and these acquisitions, like they were talking about the Housemore acquisition, they have been talking for a whole year. So these acquisitions don't just happen overnight, right? People.
Oh no, we know. Oh, we know.
Yeah.
But I know that if they haven't, I mean, I know we always talk about, hey, they basically own them, but we don't know. It's just like the relationship on the outside. Gamers like me and True Witty are like, hey, yeah, they own them, but we don't know the business side. We don't know if they actually have them. And we do know that people like Tencent is running around trying to get helper type studios. So they already picked up Sumo Digital, and Bluepoint and Sumo Digital basically do the same thing to a degree. So again, we don't know if they might be in a struggle. We don't know how this goes. Okay, we know they have a very long history with PlayStation, but Sumo had a good history with PlayStation too. So again, we don't know how it's gonna go. I feel that if they do have them in the bag, they're waiting for the opportune time to confirm it. Again, they could have gave this information out about them reaching 10 million consoles sold last week. They could have gave this information out this Monday or yesterday. They decided to put it in the middle of the week. It's a very strategic move. Again, you still got Thursday and you still got Friday, so anything could really happen for the rest of this week. I do expect them to get a lot of shit out the way. This is one thing I predicted because we're heading into a brand new month. Yeah, I think they're gonna wait for the opportune time to confirm the acquisition, because the big news of today is that PlayStation is indeed the official market leader of the new generation. Okay, I don't want to hear no Nintendo fans saying shit. The Switch came out 4 years ago. The technology is so outdated that we shouldn't even be comparing it to the PS4 or Xbox One. So please don't bring that dumbass system up. When it comes to new generation systems, PlayStation 5 is the market leader. It is the winner. It has won. We understand we got this from Peter Moore. We also got this from Don Matrick. The first console to reach 10 million is always the winner.
Hey, they said that. Remember, they're the ones.
Exactly. Those are the ones that said it. Don Matrick worked for Xbox. Peter Moore worked for Xbox. They said this when they were working for Xbox. They said these statements.
Funny thing is, though, they said this when they were winning, not winning.
Yes, they said it when they were winning with the Xbox 360. They made those statements. Don Matrick, I think he said it closer to the Xbox One, that the first console that reached 10 million is the winner. Peter Moore has said it during the Xbox 360 generation. And what system reached 10 million? And who announced their number this week? PlayStation. Xbox didn't want to announce the number because it is either half or less than half of what PlayStation is currently sitting in. If PlayStation is moving at a rate of 1 million per month worldwide, and we have August, September, October, November, December, we got 5 more months, then we're looking at PS5 being at least 15 million or even 16 million by the end of the year. Depending if they can keep producing consoles at the current rate or maybe even at a faster rate. If they can do a faster rate, you can expect a higher number than 15 or 16 million by the end of the year.
Can we expect you to get a physical copy?
No. Yes. Yeah. It's just a headache of I gotta go get the Black D brands all over again when I do get the physical. That shit. But it's a lot of people making them shells now on Amazon, so I think I'll be alright getting a different color shell. What's going on, Yellow? How you doing, man?
Man, just getting home, eating, chiming in for a little bit.
Okay. So 10 million, bro. Big shit. No,
yeah. I was telling my wife that.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, people still can't get them? I said, nope.
10 million and nobody can still get it. Wow.
So this might be a good game for your daughter. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for the Neighborville is going to be on PlayStation Plus next week. And then we got Hunter's Arena Legends and Tennis World Tour 2. So pretty solid PlayStation Plus. Really good shit. Good news burst today. I don't really expect a lot more, but we will see. I can't see a lot of Xbox fans. You guys know the drill. I've blocked a lot of those guys. And wait, let's go. What's going on here? That's really interesting. Well, I added some new content to Destruction All Stars, which is the type of content I wanted to see. No crossovers yet, though.
Wait, okay. Oh.
Along with today's patches, here are some of our PlayStation blog updates as well to answer some questions and give some more in-depth responses behind the changes we've made. We still got lots planned and much more to come. I do know that if after all the content that they release throughout the rest of the year for Destruction All-Stars, that game is going to be officially dead, and they will probably take that shit offline. I don't feel like it's a bad game. I feel like the type of game, which is a games as a service, does not have content that people want for them to be attracted to the game enough to go back after you gave it away for free.
That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
And that is bad because you did give it away for free and people did not return. They have a battle pass, they have outfits, they added photo mode for the solo play.
Yeah, but all of that came late though.
That's exactly. All of that stuff came late. It should have been there when you gave it to us for the first 2 months of PlayStation Plus. You should have had a guest character that PlayStation fans are familiar with. It's a racing game, bro. There's a lot of fucking PlayStation characters that race. I just feel like they are not understanding. Now, I want to read that on my own time. We know they're adding characters of their own design that they've created, but they're not adding any PlayStation characters. They're talking about on foot, ghost hits, blah, blah, blah. Days patch, ghost hits, blah, 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 blah. Heroes, more slamming and ramming. They're talking about patches and stuff. I mean, I'm happy that they're addressing patches, but sadly, it doesn't fucking matter. And the reason why is you should have fixed all this shit months ago. Like, people bitched about this for months. You're just now fixing it. That means you're doing this shit late. Those people that were bitched about it to the point that they probably left. They might not even come back. This is what I don't like about games as a service. Fix your shit before you release it. Oh, we got another red alert. Oh, goodness. As of 4 minutes ago, it has been confirmed that True Witty is now the president of Game Pass Entertainment. And, good shit. So 4 minutes ago, PlayStation dropped some new screenshots from the new Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Explore new locations and uncover secrets of Iki Island and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on August 20th. Pushing this shit. Like the locations. Looks solid. Oh, that looks nice. Water. Oh, so much water. Damn, bro. Crazy, huh? Didn't I predict this, though? They were just gonna go wild this week. Like, why not? You know, you're going into the next month. You might as well air it all out. Whatever you got, just get it all out. You know? Get that shit all out.
Might as well.
Goodness. Fucking dope, man. Let me see. Halo's tech play or tech beta or something is starting this weekend, as early as this weekend. I'm gonna be very interested to see footage. Yes, it has been confirmed that J-Dub, not J-Tech, I'm completely different from J-Dub. Been here a lot longer too. J-Dub, which is Twitter's,
is he going to be in it?
Yeah, he got accepted. This is where it gets funny. J-Dub got accepted, but Kid Smooth didn't. Yup, J-Dub got accepted to the Halo tech beta, but Kid Smooth did not get in.
Funny enough, J-Dub is a troll on the Xbox.
Exactly, he trolls the Xbox fans daily.
I think Kid Smooth did get in. He posted a invite.
He did? Let me go check.
This morning, yeah. Go look at his page. Go look at his Twitter.
Oh my goodness.
Because he was bitching that he didn't get in. Kid. There we go. Now, I'm happy J-Dub got in because, and anybody else, hopefully Sick Humor gets in there so they can be honest about what they see. Xbox fans,
we know these Xbox niggas ain't gonna be honest, bro. I don't care about Halo, so I don't really give two shits.
Okay, he got it. Yeah, he got it, and he confirmed it. And that was 3 hours ago. So he was bitching 15 hours ago that he didn't get in, and then 3 hours ago he confirmed that he did get in.
So his bitching worked.
Well, I don't know how that beta shit works. I'm hearing that it's really, really hard to get in there. But they let J-Dub in there, and that's probably because they're looking at like your game history and shit like that. So they don't know that he's a troll. He trolls the Xbox community daily. But yeah, that's crazy, bro. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's what they're saying. Okay, so let me read what Robert Sorrento was saying. He says, Sony's PlayStation 5 sold 10 million units since November launch, outstripping the PS4. PS5 is Sony's fastest console. Sometime from being able to meet all the PS5 demand, chip shortage remains a challenge. Sony sees PS5 sales at least 14.8 million units at the end of the year. Yeah, that makes sense. So we got what, 4 more months? So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. We were just talking about that. Flight Simulator. We're gonna talk about that. Has anybody saw Flight Simulator? No? It's bad. People are flying close to the ground to try to see how accurate their favorite city or country is, and it looks like PS1, PS2 graphics. It's very flat, very boring. Are you expecting
quality? Is that what they're expecting?
I don't think nobody is expecting it, but we're trying to see if they understood that people were gonna do that. I mean, me personally, when I see food in a video game, I zoom in. I do that a lot with other things like water and just detail.
We expect quality.
Yes, but if you put something in a video game, most gamers are gonna be curious enough to try to see. So if you put your favorite, if they put my favorite city at like Crew, what did I do? I went to Washington D.C. and looked around to see if I recognize Washington D.C. and I did not, and I did not like it. So I expect a normal person that reps their city and reps their country to do something similar. And what people are finding is that it looks like shit.
Well, there is
Well,
one game that
simulator.
did go ape shit over because it was almost a 1-to-1 scale, and that was Division 2.
Oh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was
Secondly,
good. That's how you do it, though. That's how you do it. I respect that for
Secondly-
doing that. But it was both of them was by Ubisoft, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Watch Dogs
But check this out,
was
though.
pretty good, apparently.
Check this out, though. Secondly, a lot of these individuals are capping for this goddamn flight simulator, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been gaming all my motherfucking life. And point blank period, if you played flight simulator on PC, you already knew what you were getting. Doesn't have to be a graphical masterpiece. It is a simulator. Yes, it is. But 90% of the time, I try to put that motherfucking plane in the air, that bitch is going straight to the ground. At the end of the day, these individuals are capping for that game because that's all they have to basically toot their horn saying, hey, this is what we got.
Yep. And
That shit don't sell units, G. Never has.
Exactly.
It is a niche fan base that play those
never
games.
touched. But these fans have never touched that game before, though.
Bro, a lot of fans. I'm trying to tell you, bro. A lot of these fans, and trust me, I can talk gaming history. I just stay the fuck out of the way because I ain't got time for the ignorance and stupidity, bro. A lot of these individuals, I'm serious. A lot of these individuals on this Twitter and shit and on these social media outlets, they don't know shit about gaming, G. They didn't play shit like Snowbike Mike, right? For instance, one of them. He's an influencer for Xbox, and he's part of the kind of funny team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Please tell me why they did a live stream of Metal Gear Solid on PS1. He's never played it.
That's pretty sad because even though I don't like stealth games, I played that. Like that.
Whether you played it on PS1 or GameCube, Twin Snakes. You know what I'm saying?
There you
Like
go.
he's never played it.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
Gaming,
we're
gaming
just
journalists,
accepting too
people.
much, bro. That's what I think. We're accepting way too many.
Gaming journalists, people.
Yeah, we're expecting too much from these guys.
The whole Dead Space thing. I'm excited as fuck for it. I'm literally excited as fuck.
Don't do it.
Did I get the platinum for it? No. But I did beat the fuck out of all three of them. And I'm telling you right now.
That's more than what a lot of these journalists did.
Yeah, I don't like I think I got like 70 platinums. I don't need to platinum every fucking game to justify me enjoying the game or my gaming credibility. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I've been gaming before fucking achievements and trophies were a thing. So, but yeah, Dead Space, I'm definitely excited for. You know, a lot of individuals are gonna fucking cap for that game, which I've seen, and hey, let them cap, let them say what they want to say. I just stay the fuck out of the way. So
I ain't got time for you.
I don't.
So let's get to the bad news, because there is bad news. We already knew. I had called it out. I don't know if Adam tried to calm my fears to say that Nix's worked with other console people, or someone else that I talked to that day tried to calm my fears to let me know that they work with other console gamers, game developers to work on games that were only on consoles. But it has been confirmed in a interview with Famitsu, which is a Famitsu, which is a very popular Japanese magazine. They have confirmed that Sony confirms Nix's purchase will aid future PC ports. They claim that the PC ports projects by Nix's is in its infancy, but we already knew it. Now, again, I feel like out of all the good news of you selling a lot of PS5s, this is bad news because we see what Xbox did. They put their whole library over there and people don't buy it. What I'm saying is, unless you're going day and date and you put your whole library over there, you probably shouldn't expect much of anything. You tiptoe around them and you start just sprinkling a little bit over there, they not gonna eat that shit. It's kind of like a fish in a fish tank. You gotta put a lot of that fucking food in there for them to go there. You put in a small little bit, they might not go over there. Put a lot, they gonna see that shit. So, I feel like it's a waste of money. And now that we know you purchased the studio specifically for PC ports, you probably gonna spend that money on another studio. I think that if gamers look at it that way, they're like, yeah, you probably gotta pick the studio that can benefit us. But you know.
The only good thing I will say about this, I don't want the games to go to PC, but you don't want your first party devs focusing on PC porting. So if they can just continue to make the game for the PS5 and you have Nixus over there porting it over, you're not taking resources away from your teams
on the console.
And they're creating the game specifically for the PlayStation hardware. And then Nixus can go and port it over.
We do got a red alert.
Yeah, at least there's a silver lining in that area.
If people wanted a physical, I know a lot of people do buy games physical. The Fist, the game with the bunny rabbit with the big robotic fist that I can't wait for. The physical edition is launching in Japan on September 23rd. There's no plans that I see of it coming out in the United States physical. They did confirm that in Japan it's going to be physical. That game is only on PS4 and PS5 that I know of. I can't wait for that game. God damn, bro. We got so many fucking games, man. Damn, bro. So many fucking. Let me see what.
We are going to get spoiled.
Nah, this motherfucker blocked me, but he still gives out good information, so it is what it is. This guy says, and I'm not going to say his name, he says it's worth noting that Sony reported sales through to consumers while our estimate for Xbox is selling into retail. Therefore, two numbers are not like for like. Sony will report its sales figure during its earning, which will provide a more accurate comparison. Again, we talked about this before. We just don't have real numbers from Xbox. So I'm saying all of this to say, if you have to deal with an Xbox fan, if you feel that they're being hostile, if they look like they want to argue, they're saying stupid shit out their mouth, and they talk about how many consoles they have sold, laugh them off and walk away. Don't even talk to them motherfuckers. Because nobody, if the industry insiders, journalists, like, if nobody has the number, if the financial analysts, they don't have the numbers, if Microsoft didn't give out the numbers, then the fans don't got the numbers. So why are you listening to them?
The Xbox One was the fastest selling console too, and look how that ended.
Exactly.
So you really can't go by that, because at the launch, you're going to sell a lot of consoles.
Exactly.
So I don't understand why this is being made into a big deal, and they're not giving any numbers. Like you said, we have no numbers to go along with what these accolades that they're claiming they've achieved. So it's just spin is what it is. So
that's all it is. It's just spin.
They're not going to report real numbers. They never do.
This is bad for them because you just brought out Flight Simulator. Trying to hype that up, and PlayStation literally just smacked you. This stops all the hype. This makes Halo look small. This makes Flight Simulators look small. Again, this is coming from people that worked in high positions at Microsoft for the Xbox division. They have confirmed the first console that sells 10 million is the winner. That's why today matters. Again, I predicted that we were going to get some big news this week before the following month, and this is big news. Planted in the middle of the fucking week. Can't tell me that don't look crazy. After what we saw yesterday, it kind of makes sense. You were feeling yourself, Sony. You released that shirt that I got two versions of. The shirt with all the it was like PlayStation Studios icon, very similar to some artwork they released 9 years ago for PlayStation All Stars. And I was wondering, like, why did you put that shirt out? Not just, you know, teasing a video game that might come back. Why you put that shirt out yesterday? A lot of people, it went under the radar for a lot of people. Then a lot of people was like wondering about the video game that it might be implying it might come back. But I saw it as you want people to be familiar with the characters that are also established to the studios. And more so now than when we were younger, we now understand this studio makes this person. You know what I'm saying? This studio works for this company. You know? And it's just really interesting. It was a nice shirt to make. You didn't have the names underneath the character's image. The images of the characters didn't have eyes and shit, so some people were kind of confused about who the character was. But I like it. I like it. Again, big shout out to the 71 people that are watching. I'm just gonna be scrolling down.
Wow, it's a lot of people on here.
Yeah, because this is big news, bro. This is big news. And what was yesterday's video? When I read the title for yesterday's video, today gonna make it so much obvious. I mean, it's simple patterns. Like, I can start predicting a lot of shit because it's just, you know, it's obvious. And I said yesterday, it's almost time. That's what yesterday's title was. It's almost time. And then the day before that, we got a sales report for Death Stranding. Again, we're ending this year. Sorry, we're ending this month. So sales reports are supposed to come out. Again, we're going back to Xbox. We don't have any real numbers from anything. Anything related to Xbox, we don't have numbers. We don't got numbers on how many people are subscribed to Game Pass. We don't have numbers on how many people brought an Xbox Series X or S. We don't have any software numbers for their games. We got nothing.
Because they're hiding.
But the media ain't trashing them for that.
Well, I got
Well,
98
they bought
days
the
of
media.
Game
They
Pass
bought
for
the
free.
media.
Wait up, you got 98 days of
But
Game Pass for free?
You know why? You know why?
Huh.
You know why they're doing that? Because it's cool to love Xbox and prop them up right now.
Yeah, because I guess they need all the help they can get. Like, you're doing pretty fucking bad.
You know what's pretty bad is back I don't remember when I was a kid, I'd read cereal boxes, right?
Mm.
While I was eating cereal. Now you read cereal boxes and they're promoting Game Pass.
It's true.
Oh, wow.
Look, it's funny, but it is 100% true. You know, I wanted to get some fucking Pop-Tarts. I didn't want to see an advertisement for Game Pass. I wanted some
You got it.
waffles with some butter and syrup on it. I didn't want to fucking see, you know, anything for Game Pass, man.
Well, I didn't want to see Flight Simulator all over my fucking timeline, but hey, look where we at today.
What's going on, Rec? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Again, I just want to repeat what happened earlier in the stream. And get this, Microsoft is blaming third-party titles such as Fortnite for low subscription numbers for Game Pass. So I guess if something is free...
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, but listen, I'm guessing if something else is free and you don't need that subscription to access that free thing, then guess what? It could hurt Game Pass. Now, what comes out at the end of the year that's free?
Oh, Halo.
Okay.
Craig,
Fortnite is always going to be there. So you can't keep blaming Fortnite because it's always there and it's always going to be free. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God. I know why they blame Fortnite.
Why
they took away the paywall. remember that? Okay, remember they had the paywall. Yes, I remember that. Yes. Okay, so you had to pay. Yes, you had to pay for Xbox Live Gold to access free-to-play titles on Xbox. And what did they do last year? They removed the paywall for free-to-play titles.
But that's their fault. They try to up the price.
Bro. Now I understand. But that's not only that. Last year, they're counting. They're giving the financials for a whole year. So that would be last year, July to this year, July. So you get to play Fortnite without Xbox Live Gold. That's a subscription service, so it would be down.
That's true.
But you did that to yourself. But they already knew that, didn't they?
Yep.
They already knew if they had free-to-play titles, you wouldn't need a reason to pay for Xbox Live Gold because the game that people really want to play is free. But this is going to happen with Halo. If Halo Infinite is indeed good,
so what are they going to blame? Are they going to blame 343 next?
Nah, I think what we talked about off air is true. They are going to sabotage Halo Infinite, so it makes people play the other Halo games that you need Xbox Live Gold for.
The beta for Halo Infinite is coming out tomorrow. We're gonna see and shit if the fucking hype is gonna be real or not. So
all eyes on them after what happened with PlayStation today.
I honestly don't think they could stream it.
Oh shit!
You think they gonna prevent it from being streamed?
Yep.
Like an alpha.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like an alpha or tech demo, some dumb shit. It said technical play or technical something. Yeah, you ain't gonna use technical if that shit.
I guarantee that's 100 gigs.
It's 90. It's 97 gigs.
Huh?
It's 97 gigs.
Oh, I think I'm so close. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it's already 97 gigs. See, just checking. Yeah, it's just gonna be funny because you're gonna need to subscribe to the Xbox Live Gold for Battlefield. You're gonna need to subscribe with Xbox Live Gold for Grand Theft Auto, and Call of Duty, right? So if if you really want to play those games, you're gonna need it. But there is a Call of Duty that you don't need Xbox Live Gold for, and that was Call of Duty Warzone. So Call of Duty Warzone and Fortnite are free to play titles. You took off the paywall. Exactly. You took off the paywall so people don't need Xbox Live Gold to play those good games on Xbox. So there's a lot of people on PlayStation that don't pay for PlayStation Plus because they don't have to. We have so many free to play titles that you're fucking good. You don't have to pay for Plus. But we already knew that was established last generation.
That never changed.
No, go on.
I'm saying that never changed. They were always paying for Xbox Live, so they're basically catching up to what we were doing.
Yeah. We gotta see, man. This the beta. All eyes are gonna be on Halo. After what PlayStation dropped today, again, they still have the rest of the day if they wanted to release any more news. But again, I expect this to be it.
You think Microsoft is panicking?
You lost, so I guess. Let's get some sales report out from Benji Sales. Benji Sales says the sales milestone for Insomniac Spider-Man games official PR numbers. Spider-Man 2018, 3.3 million in 3 days. And then it did 9 million in 2 months and 18 days. Spider-Man Miles Morales was able to do 4.1 million in 1 month in 19 days. And it was able to do 6.5 million in 8 months and 6 days. So,
you realize what people are doing, right? When they get consoles, they're buying
Miles Morales, yeah. So Miles Morales is sold less than Spider-Man. It's selling at a less speed, but it's still very fast. But it is less than the 2018 version of the game. Still good numbers though.
It's not, hold on, but the thing is, it's not that people don't want to play the game. They don't want to play it on the PS4.
Yeah, they don't want to play it on PS4.
The game was marketed with the PS5, so I'm sure a lot of consumers think it's a PS5 game.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of people who have PS4 that are just not buying it because they assume it's on the PS5, or they're, like you guys said, they're waiting to get the PS5 to buy it.
Unless these people don't go to the store, it's already on the PlayStation 4 store.
But a lot of people don't know that. Like, you'd be surprised. I talked to a few people. They know about the game, but they don't have a PS5, and they think they have to have the PS5 to play the game, and they don't. Because initially, Sony didn't talk about that game coming to PS4. All the marketing for the game was for PS5.
Well, the same thing. Well, if that's the case, then the same thing is going to happen to Gran Turismo, and the same thing is going to happen to God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Because all those games were advertised for PlayStation 5 only.
Well, not. I don't know about those games because, but I think they will sell better on the PlayStation 5.
Gran Turismo 7 was, but God of War was.
Yeah. But those games will sell better on the PS5. As that install base grows, those sales numbers for games like Miles Morales will continue to grow.
Hey, speaking of games, did y'all see the release? Koei Tecmo got the release date for Fatal Frame.
Oh yeah, on PlayStation 4 and 5. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I
thought that shit was a Switch exclusive.
Definitely not a Switch exclusive, bro. That shit was on PlayStation.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about not the Black Maiden, because there were 4 or 5. There are 5 Fatal Frame series. So I don't know if y'all into that scary, spooky shit, but yeah, the first 3 were on PlayStation and shit. But they were I guess they were fucking advertising shit for the Wii U and Nintendo because how the camera and shit settings work.
You got $10 super chat?
I did.
Yeah, from Caleb Kaiser.
Okay, it must be big. Caleb Kaiser with a $10 super chat. You tweeted the other day, almost time, people are putting too much stock into the rumors August 12th event. That happens when August 12th comes and go and nothing happens. Then nothing happens. It's simple as that. We just move the fuck on. But I do know that August is a brand new month. The 12th, that week of the week of the 12th is an empty week where they could get something out. So whether it is a state of play centered around Kenna, or it is an event where they're going to give a release date for Horizon, or maybe show off God of War, or give us some more information on Gran Turismo and the beta. I do expect them to give a update before September. September is a pack month. I do not see them doing anything in September. The most they could do is do some stuff in August. Can't do anything this week. This week is over. Thursday is approaching tomorrow. They did not confirm anything yesterday as far as the state of play for tomorrow. But tomorrow is one of the last business days of the week, so you can expect them to say or do something. Could be small, could be major. What happened today will carry weight. Individual studios and developers, a part of those studios, are congratulating PlayStation. They are carrying it around. I was also amazed at how many studios responded to the t-shirt, which I just thought was going to go completely underneath everybody's radar, but it didn't. It ended up with about 8,000 likes and 3,000 retweets. So,
wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. So again, August is a month that I feel like, especially in the beginning of August, it's empty. You can get some shit out before Kenna comes out. You're not gonna do nothing on the week of the 24th because Kenna comes out. The best thing to do is to make sure you get some stuff out in the first 2 weeks of the month. And it could be a state of play or it could be a PlayStation. Again, I don't have any concrete numbers. I don't know anything. I'm just following the patterns. And what I see is a clear path to do something or talk about something in that month. I said the same thing about this week. I didn't have any information. I just followed the patterns. It's the last week of the month. I expected PlayStation to talk. What are they doing? They're talking. Last week of the month. So I was right. I'm not always going to be right, but I'm following a different path. I don't have any insiders. Following what I know as a gamer and person that just sees shit. And what I see is that nobody gonna talk in the first the first 2 weeks of August, PlayStation has time to talk. And they're emboldened to talk now. They are the market leader. They're going to say something else after this. This is big, but you should expect that this is going to be another way for them to feel confident to say more or talk more. Now, if they really want to, they can just release the games and have an event at the end of the year. But you don't want to do that because you already have all of these big games happening in the end of the year, and nobody's going to pay attention to our event at the end of the year, as well as the Game Awards at the end of the year. Jeff Keighley, which I know he has an event tiptoeing around. He has an event tiptoeing around the August 12th, and that will be the week of Kenna, and that is August 25th. So this is another reason why I said the first 2 weeks of August will be perfect for PlayStation to talk about anything or show off something, because the rest of the month of August is going to either be packed with games or packed with an event, which is the Gamescom event that Jeff Keighley is going to be hosting on August 25th. So again, I'm just following the schedule, and there's nothing on the schedule for the first 2 weeks of August, especially the second week. Could be completely wrong, bro. It could be completely nothing, but hey, we'll see. I mean, what do y'all think? What month do you think PlayStation should have an event that's not packed? Because I know August is packed after the halfway point, and then I know September is packed with the games they're releasing in that month. October and November is a no-brainer for big games, and then November and December, that's also a no-brainer for no games because it's at the end of the year as far as an event. And depending on what's going on with the pandemic, which is ramping up again, you want to get your word out, you want to talk about something, I'll do it in August. It'll still echo through the rest of the year. Especially, you got to talk. The reason why I settled on the 12th of August because we know that Horizon Zero Dawn is either coming out in September or October. And you want to give about 1 to 2 months for the fans to pre-order the game. If you put your release date out in August, you give the fans 1 or 2 months to pre-order. That's why I'm set on the first 2 weeks of August, especially the 12th, the week of the 12th. So again, we could get a trailer with a release date, or state of play with a release date, or PlayStation event with the release date and God of War gameplay. Because again, Corey has been acknowledging that God of War and Kratos exist, giving us information on a beta for Gran Turismo 7, which seems like it's going to happen. And that website that I sent True Witty, what was it? It was weeks ago now, right? Or was it like a month? Yeah, let me go read our message. So I sent you the link for that, and that was July 13th. So that was July 13th, and then we're looking at the August 12th, August 13th area. I mean, I don't see coincidences that often, so it is what it is. But they're not gonna have a PlayStation event. Experience PlayStation page with a golden PlayStation symbols if shit ain't happening soon.
So, did you guys talk about Plus next month?
Yeah, I talked.
Okay, and
do you like?
Go ahead. That Hunter's Arena looks interesting. I might check that out.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
And but I was just I was looking. I was seeing D-Batches reporting that Flight Simulator runs at 120 FPS FPS on the Series X.
Boy, I swear that nigga lies so much.
But Digital Foundries put up a video and it drops to like 19. To like 19.
Let's go take a
look
at YouTube real quick.
What is he talking about? What is he talking about? 120 FPS?
Oh, jeez, he's lying basically. He's lying.
He put up a video, but I don't know how he's getting it to run at 120 on the Xbox.
Only 120 frames.
Clearly can't run at 120 frames. He clearly can't run at 120.
Well, we haven't looked at YouTube all day, so we're gonna go and take a look at Digital Foundries.
You know what the Xbox are saying though? We don't care because I flew my plane right by my house. I'm like, oh, I got you.
Yeah, your house that looks like it's made out of clay.
Okay, here we go. Flight Simulator on Xbox Series X and S, an excellent port of the PC. Okay, we're gonna skip ahead to. You know what? We're gonna skip ahead to the frames per second. We don't care about what they say.
Begin in the chat says lower background res.
I'm confused.
Someone in the chat says lower the background res. I don't know what that means, but
I think he's talking about the background resolution of the game to get it to run at the frames per second that D-Batch was talking about. Which
on the console?
No, that don't make sense. Again, D-Batch don't know what he's talking about. The Xbox fans think he's a fucking expert. He's a dumbass. Like he's a fucking straight dumbass. He can't even do that shit on the console version. You don't got those options. Let's get that dumb shit. Get dumbass shit out of here. Let's go on and go to the frames per second. Okay. What are we looking at here? We're looking at 30.
D-Batch is one of those armchair developers, bro.
Okay, we're looking at 30. It's going as low on the Xbox Series X. If we gotta do this shit, we gotta do it very unfairly.
Unfairly? Oh, jeez.
We gotta do it very unfairly.
We gotta do it unfairly. Look at this frame. Look at those frames.
I know, right? You seeing them? I want to catch the lowest one so we can just like tease them about that.
I think 19 is the lowest it goes
on Xbox Series X.
Yeah, Series X.
Oh my goodness! Imagine S off.
So we got the lowest one right at this section, and that's 27 frames.
19 frames. Yeah, I'm looking at.
I want to go. Hold on. Let's zoom in.
Hold on. I'm curious. Then, if it drops to 19 frames on the X, what does it drop on the X?
Well, they got it side by side with the S at the same point in the game. It's at 30 on the S and 19 on the X. What is going on?
Well, first of all, this was a very demanding game, and I don't know. Well, okay, let me tell y'all the truth. The game is demanding on PC. They put it on Xbox because it had a high score on PC. They won a W, whether it's the media covering it or anybody else covering it or the Metacritic. That's it. They know their console fans don't play simulator games. But because the score was high on PC, they said let's put it over to Xbox.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Major Nelson doesn't even only has two freaking achievements on that game.
Okay, so here we go.
For some reason, no, I'm saying for some reason, no one on Xbox seems to be playing that game.
Well, I mean, again, I just explained why. It's a game created for PC. But putting it on Xbox makes Xbox look better. That's the only reason why they ported it over.
It's a highly reviewed simulator, and they don't have anything else. So what do?
There you go.
They have nothing else. This game was already out on PC. They're trying to make it seem like it's a new game. It's not even a new game. So what are we doing here?
So let me ask you a question. Who came here? Was that you, Brett? They gave us that information from D-Batch.
No, that was me. It was me.
Okay, you gave me that
link. Yeah,
D-Batch. So 120. Is it a 120 mode for this game?
Wow. No. Where is he getting his information?
Because they're almost at the end of the video, and it's.
He said, "Hi, I was right when I put 120 hertz mode on, I was getting 80 to 120 FPS.
Okay, whatever.
I did not see
let's keep
anything I
watching.
could not believe. I had 60 FPS. Well done, Xbox. This game cripples PCs, yet we're getting 120 on Xbox.
So I scroll.
Okay,
I scroll.
he's
Hold on,
trying to-
Trudy. When I
got-
completed the video, and the only mode they played was 30 frames.
So where's D-Bats getting his information?
That's what I'm wondering. Because they never
You see-
activated no 120. They only activated
there is
30
none.
frames.
That's because there is none.
He's done a video. I think he's got a video where he's showing it off.
Then why didn't Digital Foundry do it? Okay, let's go to NX Gamer then. Did he do a test on this? Does anybody know that NX Gamer, did he do a test on it?
He didn't do it.
He
Hey,
didn't?
yo, what it sounds like D-Batch fraud and heavy, bro. He's probably using the PC version and hacking that into the Xbox.
No, I mean, I heard rumors that it might let people go to a higher frame rate, but
He's got a video talking about it's running at 120.
I don't know. It's not at a. Okay, hold on.
The game can't even run 60. How's he getting it to 120?
That's
Something's
He's
not
lying.
right.
Does he have
He's
a counter? Like, does he have a frames per second counter technology for his computer when he captures videos? Because he only posted a video 1 day ago, and that's about the Unreal Engine 5 Alpha Point tech demo.
If you go to his Twitter, he's got a link to his YouTube video. I don't know.
But I'm on his YouTube right now.
It's not showing on his channel, but when I look at his it's got 93 views and said he uploaded it 3 hours ago.
Okay.
Unless he took it down, but
okay, that's cool. Let me just I guess I'll follow it over there. I thought that it would just pop up here, but I guess not. Let me see.
It's not showing up on his YouTube for some reason, but if you go to his Twitter, you can get it.
Okay, I'm going to D-Batch page real quick. Okay, this is the fake D-Batch. I don't know where the real D-Batch.
There's a fake D-Batch.
There's a fake JTech. There's a fake JTech. There's like fake, like 5 fake JTech accounts on Twitter. So I'm not. No, everybody has a fake account. The internet. D-Batch. This one at D_batch. There we go. Okay. So see. Blah 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 blah. I was right. Blah blah blah. 120. Okay. Okay. So, the video he gives us is taking us to Digital Foundry. That's why we can't see the video. So the link that he posted,
something he's doing, I don't understand, because you can click on it, but then it takes you Digital Foundry now. But it shows he must have taken it down.
okay,
Something's not right here because it's got 93 views on it.
Okay. Can you link me? Can you copy that link and just post it to the Legion chat and the red alerts? And now
it won't work now when I click on it. It's going to Digital Foundry now.
Okay, because he's frauding. Okay. Disregard. The game doesn't work in 120.
Hey,
disregard.
I think I know what happened.
Wow.
He did put up a video a post, but then he took it down once Digital Foundry and replaced it with Digital Foundry on his Twitter because apparently Digital Foundry is
because I clicked on the video this morning. I saw it. I didn't watch it, but
Verge says look at the chat.
Okay.
And you got a donation.
Thank you. Hold on. Jay, they speak about 130 towards the end, but they don't show it. And this is Digital Foundry of all people.
Digital Foundry?
Yeah. He says the Digital Foundry talks about 130. I don't listen to them. I don't like their voice. I just skim through their videos and then I leave. If you're going to talk about something, you better show it. So we don't got proof of it right now. So we're going to disregard. When they post a video showing 130,
if the game
120.
runs at 120, why would they be showing off a 30 FPS?
Okay.
If it ran at 120.
Verge Bristle with the 199. I'm sorry for interrupting you guys. Let me get these
ahead,
out.
Go ahead.
Verge Bristle with the 199 super chat. Jay, at at the 1045 mark, guys, watch the whole video. No fibs. Okay.
10:45. Okay.
Let me go back.
Go to it and see what it says.
You said at the 1045 mark. Okay. And
Almost at the end of the video, he says.
that's why I was looking at the end of the video, because I know that's where they normally place the shit. Oh. Okay, guys. Okay, so he activated the, what is this? The VRR, and this is the frames per second, and I'm seeing
Verge Brizzle with the $2 says he's spreading misinformation. That guy's spreading misinformation.
Okay. I guess he's saying D-Batch is spreading misinformation.
Yeah, I guess that's what he is.
Okay. I want to scroll this down just a tad bit.
As usual.
Okay, so if y'all don't mind, let me just scroll this down just a tad bit so we can get that information. Alright, so looking good, everything looking good. Solid. Okay. Y'all can see right there it says 114 frames per second, right? So you said at the 145 mark, I'm at the 145 mark. Let's let it play. It's going all over the fucking place. That shit is not stable. And it barely hits 120. Okay. So it's a mode that the game's not actually supposed to be playing in. We already know this. And they're bragging about it. And he bragged specifically about 120. And he said it, I think, 2 times on his I think he said
another super chat by Verge Rizzo.
Oh, okay.
199
super chat by Verge Brizzle. The guy on the panel, he didn't watch the video. Okay. I don't know. Verge, we're watching it right now. I see what you're talking about at the 1045 mark on the Digital Foundry video that we just watched. I missed it because normally when they cover the frames per second, they do it in a different way. They normally never do it this way. Actually, this is a way they never do it.
Why are they showing us a frame time graph on here?
That's what I'm saying. So that's my mistake. I apologize to you, Verge Brizzle. I apologize to the people in the chat for not catching this. I didn't catch it because it's not in their normal format. Okay?
But you can only play in this mode if you have a VRR TV, right?
Yeah. So I didn't catch it because it's not in their normal comparison format. And I was expecting them to put it in a comparison format so we could see it bigger and see the number bigger. You can barely see that number. That's why I had to go into this screen because I couldn't even catch it, and I know y'all didn't catch it. So thank you for bringing this information to me, but it is not at 120.
Why would this particular game you have to have a particular type of TV to get higher frames?
Okay. Do you guys want the volume on so we can listen together? Because I don't like their voice.
Another super chat by Verge.
Okay, I'm gonna get the super chat. Hold on. Not you, Jay, the other guy. He didn't do research. Okay. It don't matter. We all messed up. They didn't watch the video. I skimmed through the video. It's our fault. We all apologize. Let's go listen to the video. I'm gonna boost the volume. We're gonna listen to what they got to say. I'm gonna go all the way back to the part where you told me to, and that would have been at the 10:45 mark. I didn't want the audio to overlap, so I normally don't listen. So I'm gonna mute my mic. The volume from the PS5, which is from the YouTube video, is gonna be playing. And so you guys will hear it. I'm gonna mute my mic so I can hear it from my TV, so I can be educated on what they're talking about. Okay. So I didn't want my audio to the overlap. That's why I watched some YouTube videos on mute. In their case, the way they were supposed to do it, if we go over here, but just before I put my mic on mute, this is the way they're supposed to do it. This is the way they have always did it. They have their own frames per second counter display down the bottom to let you know what the frames per second is looking like, where the dips are, and then in the upper right hand corner they show the number. They have never, that I know of, used another format to show the number. So I missed it because I am not familiar with the display that they showed. So whatever display they showed is the only way they could get that shit to a higher frame rate. That's all I can say. I cannot confirm 120 because I stopped the video 6 different times and it was never stopped on the counter being at 120. So D-Batch said 120 3 times in his statement on Twitter, and I could not find it in 4 different pauses on this. So again, his statement is false. I stand by what I said. Again, Digital Foundry, more professional than myself. They're supposed to have it in their own layout. They did not do that. I missed it. Let's go listen to it. So this is what? 30, 40.
PS mode.
Sorry, not 140, 1040. So let me go. I'm going to put the volume up, mute my mic.
The game actually does have a hidden unlocked frame rate mode. This is not accessed in the menu through any sort of toggle or anything like that, but you have to have a 120 hertz screen and it has to be set to 120 hertz mode, and you have to have.
I just wanted to pause to say this. I saw that it was going low. I don't know the actual city that he's going, but yeah. And I also want to say that he's underneath the Xbox Series S logo on the left hand side. It says off-screen capture. So then again, I was unfamiliar with them using this because they never do, but they have confirmed here that this is off-screen capture. So they're not using it in a normal way because why would they? The frames per second is all over the place. Again, D-Batch is an individual that sat up here and said that it's at 120 3 times in his statement. I'm not seeing 120. I just stopped the video because it is at its lowest, and I'm seeing 87 frames per second. So on his behalf, I missed something. Now I see it. But his original statement is false. Because it's not at 120 all the time at all. That shit's fluctuating all over the place.
Variable refresh rate set as well. With this, the game will then run fully unlocked frame rate up to 120 FPS.
Ooh.
I couldn't get this capture with my screen, so Richard Ledbetter did with his LG CX television, with the refresh rate indicator up and on there and enabled in the right hand corner that you can see. Series X and S run at the exact same internal resolution as they do in the 30 FPS mode, just
This is now the Xbox Series X. This is at the 11 minute and 18 second mark of the video. It is still barely staying stable at 120. Being able to reach a number and staying stable is 2 different things. Again, I repeat, his statement where he claimed that it was at 120 is false. Let me read the statement. Ha, I was right. When I put 120 hertz mode on, I was getting 80 to 120. I did not want to say anything as I could not believe it. 60 frames, I had locked 60 frames, and I reported yesterday, well done Xbox, this game cripples PCs, yet we are getting up to 120. Again, I want to confirm that, but you're barely reaching that number. Most of the time, you are not reaching that number. So I would not be bragging or saying that number 3 different fucking times in the same fucking post, and when you barely reach it.
Yeah. And, I know as a console,
Unlocked with higher frame rates. So, for example, here in Everest area on Series S, you can see how it's running around.
There's always a compromise when you go for a higher frame rate. But the game is streaming in visual assets from the cloud.
Series X sees
because
similar
it's a game based off of
unlocked in this sparse
world.
area around
like
Everest.
You got to stream in what the visuals
Dense
look like for
areas
certain
like
countries and
those
cities.
around city perform differently.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, let me mute my mic. Y'all can listen to what he's saying. Sorry.
Like London are interesting actually because in the VRR mode you can see that trouble we saw on Series X.
Okay, so I just paused the video again. Again, this is taking a lot of work and I don't really feel like doing this because this game is not even a game. So I don't know why we're even arguing about a game where you're just flying over fucking cities. This is the lowest that I saw. Again, I'm not gonna give them credit for 120 if you can't stay stable at that.
I got a question. Why are they capping the frame? I still understand why the frame rate is capped at 30 if you don't have this particular type of TV.
Because you don't have that particular type of TV. You need.
But what I mean is, like, you still should be able to run the game at 60. Then it looks like it's running.
Well, he confirms that I did not want to say anything as I couldn't believe it. 60 frames, I had a lock 60 frames as I reported yesterday. However, they never showed off a 60 frames per second mode that I have seen yet. So maybe we have to watch this long ass video. Hold on 1 second. Let me let them speak real quick.
Amplified a bit more, where those stalls and frame rate lurches happen more frequently than in the 30 FPS mode actually. So it feels a bit jerky and lurching when you're on Series X around cities like London here, even in VRR. You can definitely see this in the footage that Rich provided us, I think, when he's turning the camera. But you may not be able to see it in the refresh rate readout there in the upper right hand corner because the LGCX will triple or double the refresh rate as a part of its low frame rate compensation mode.
Yeah.
So that number there is not representative necessarily of what is actually happening to the game's internal frame rate, but you can see it and feel it. Series S, interestingly, handles a city like London better, probably due to its lower LOD level while running the exact same CPU. So it has a less jerky frame rate and less frame time stalls in this VRR mode around cities. Other things to say about this port. I mean, I've played a lot on the PC, so I'm really used to the way a PC simulator game plays on PC, and that's one of the areas where I'd say there's the translation is not as great over to the Xbox side, because on Xbox the average user is going to be using a controller, and navigating the game's PC-focused UI, which is kind of built around mouse and keyboard, did not feel too great on a gamepad here. What did you think, John?
The game is very complex, right? When I first loaded it up in like full...
Okay. So we're done with that. Let me turn the volume back.
Did you hear what he just said? He said the television will triple the frame rate, not the game. So they're doing an off-screen.
They're doing an off-screen capture because that's the only way you can
adding frames, not the game.
So this is
the game does not actually have.
No, it doesn't. They just said.
Well, I mean, and they've been doing shit like this since the 360, where you're getting like not a boost. It's like you're upscaling.
How when you turn on that true motion feature when you're watching a movie and that shit is all sped up. Basically, they're using the television to double and triple the frame rate. So the game internally is not running that at these high frame rates. It's the television that's doing trickery. So the game is not running at high frame rates like they're. Why would they even do something like this? It's all this is misinformation.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I don't blame them.
That's what Microsoft does. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they do. I was before y'all started talking, I was trying to say that they've been doing an upscale technique since the 360. If you know anything about the 360 PS3 generation, most of those games were not even 720p, even though they said they were 720p. A lot
Right,
of
but
most of the games on the
so
PS3 generation were running at well under 720p. You know,
but the TV is adding frames. It's not actually running at that frame rate. So
I know that's why they couldn't count it. That's why I skipped. That's why I skipped the video, the part where he was talking about. Again, big shout out to Verge Brizzle for helping me catch that. But I don't give two fucks because it's not official, like you just said. If it was official, you would have covered it. You would have compared it in the same way that you compared it when you were talking about the 30 frames. Why didn't you have that same setup? Because you couldn't. Because that shit was going to be lower.
The game is not even running above 30. They're just using a television to double and triple a specific television to double.
I need to understand who the fuck who got a three exactly. Vegan VR King. If you have a $3,000 TV, you will see it. Exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
But it's not truly running at that frame rate though. So obviously it's going to be stuttery and juddery because those are not real frames. So what are we doing here? Like,
hey, we're giving Microsoft fake.
I mean, let me put it this way. Right?
At this high of a frame rate, the frame rate would be unlocked and it wouldn't be at 30.
Yeah, it's just it's what I'm not understanding is, are we giving them a W for this? Thank you, Verge Brizzle, for helping me catch this, man, and a big shout out for all the support with the super chat. But are we giving them credit that a simulator, the streaming assets from Google Maps or wherever they're getting the accuracy of the maps, this is a W for them being able to get higher than 60 frames? Like, I don't understand.
They're not but see, the thing is, JT,
it's a fucking simulator. You don't even play it. You just cruise. Like,
this right here is trickery and it's bull. And Digital Foundry knows it is because they can't capture the frames with their tools because the game is not running at these frame rates that they're showing us. The television is artificially adding frames.
Oh, yeah. Here's the thing, though. They're using something to capture frames on the TV. That's why it looks different.
Yeah, they have a camera that what they're doing. They have a camera that a 240 FPS camera that they can point directly at the television to record the frames of the image. But the game internally is not running at those frames. The television is doing what they call interpolation, which is adding frames to the image to make it look smoother. But only this specific LG TV that can triple frame rates is able to do this. So the game internally is still only not running above 30 frames. So, I mean, at this point, this right here, this point that they're trying to make is bullshit.
Hey, True Woody.
And they know it.
I wish you could make videos, because if you could get on your Xbox Series X and get on Game Pass, load this shit up. Go to Washington, D.C. I give you a location of where my job is. Fly real close to where my job is and see what the fuck you see. And if you see PlayStation 2 level graphics or maybe PlayStation 1 level graphics, it proves my point. That the frame rates don't mean shit if the visuals are going to take a hit.
Play it like without the connection and see what the world looks
Ratchet
like.
and Clank has 120 mode, and look how good that shit looks.
I'm getting a capture card soon anyway, so.
Good. I can't wait for you to fucking help expose these fuckers.
This is such, Digital Foundry, like, they're trying to do anything possible to give Microsoft a W.
Well, they're getting good pay from Microsoft, so why shouldn't they? It's a job.
I mean, it's still not a W because
they would never zoom in 400% on Microsoft games. Why do you think they need to do that? Come on, they don't need to count pixels.
Yeah, you're right.
We got a red alert.
What's up?
Oh, what?
Check the red alert.
Oh, you said check the red alerts. Okay.
Oh shit.
Hope it's big. That's No Moon. It's a studio, a new AAA game studio in LA has emerged today and features talent from studios such as Naughty Dog, Bungie, Sony Santa Monica, and more. First title will be a single-player action-adventure title funded by Smilegate Crossfire with over $100 million. Okay. I did see that earlier. We didn't cover it though, but I saw it earlier, but I don't know what it meant, so I didn't know if I was gonna be able to cover it properly. But there's a new studio in Los Angeles, and it has people from Naughty Dog, Bungie, and Sony Santa Monica. And it has it was funded by Smilegate, the people that make Crossfire, with over $100 million. So make of it what you will. I have to see a teaser, concept art, or some gameplay for me to give a fuck. But it's on my radar, but I don't know what to make of it. Again, they're going to be making a single-player action-adventure title. Again, this has nothing to do with PlayStation, but it does have people that worked for PlayStation a part of this studio.
Again, they have to take PlayStation Studio people to actually get the job done.
Yeah, but again, this isn't related to PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. This seems to be just a completely independent studio. I don't know what to make of it, but it is news, but I have no idea what to make of it. Let me go see what the fuck Crossfire.
Oh yeah, by the way, did you guys already talk about the whole Herman Hulst thing? What he did earlier?
Well, he changed his profile picture a lot.
I don't know, but he did it this morning, and he changed it back to normal.
Oh yeah, he changed to the helmet from Demon Souls, the hat from MLB The Show. Yeah, he was celebrating all the milestones that we got. But again, even though he did change his profile picture to and he had the helmet from Demon Souls, he did say thank you to Bluepoint for recreating Demon Souls, but we didn't get a sales report today from Demon Souls.
Okay.
So maybe we get the sales report. It drips out somewhere later this evening. But as of right now, we don't have a sales report.
Okay, so speaking of sales, with Ratchet & Clank selling just 1.1 million, you guys feel like that's kind of low?
No, that's great.
No,
that's over 10%.
No, that's pretty good.
Base.
That's pretty
Look
damn
how small
good
the
for
install base is right now.
Yeah, because it's only for
PS5. There is no PS4 version.
Right, and it's a PS5 game, and the install base is only 10 million. That's 10%. That's pretty dang good.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've talked about before. I can say it's good and it's bad. It's good because it's 10% of the sales that exist, right? It's bad because it paints a picture that some of the individuals, or let's say most of the individuals that went out and got a PS5, have no interest in expanding their horizon when it comes to their category of games they like to play.
How many copies did the 2018 Spider-Man sell? Did it sell 20 million? Or 10 million? It sold over 10 million.
It's probably 20 million or above.
So, but think about it. With 100+ million install base, that's only 20%, let's just say. So, I mean, you can't expect everybody that buys a console to buy every game. People have different tastes, especially with it being a PS5 exclusive game. Those sales are really good. Launch titles don't sell usually 5-10 million copies. They just don't, because the install base is not there. These sales numbers are good. Yeah, it'll
be interesting to see if actually Demon Souls sells.
Okay, so just a little bit of research. I wanted to see who the fuck was Smilegate and what is Crossfire, because Crossfire is that first-person shooter game that was supposed to go exclusively to Xbox. But I don't think it has came out yet. It was shown off over a year ago. They confirmed that it was going to come out this year for Xbox, but it never did come out. And we don't have an update on that game. So that was a first-person shooter. It was actually shown off 2 years ago during E3 2019, and confirmed last year that it was going to be Xbox X. But there's no other update. So again, it's a free-to-play
multiplayer shooter.
Yeah,
but they're going to have a single-player campaign for the Xbox. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be whatever it is. So I just wanted to trace the steps back from the red alert that Rec posted on Discord about the studio by the name of That's No Moon getting funded by the people that helped fund Crossfire. And they funded That's No Moon's brand new indie studio that is made up of AAA. They're claiming that the studio is a new AAA game studio in LA with people from Naughty Dog, Bungie, and Sony Santa Monica. It's going to be an action adventure single player title, but they were funded by the same people that funded Crossfire. So again, I wish I knew what to make of it, but I don't know the details of what game it will be. If it's a new IP, I don't know. So I gotta wait to see more. But this seems like something that, is really, really early.
Okay, what's your final review on Fries from Midgard?
I give it a solid 8. I haven't had any major problems, but I give it a solid 8. The only thing that knocked me off from like a 9 or a 10 was it's not a game you can just pick up and play. You have to have some time because it's a survival action game. You drop down on a map, 10 people. You guys go your separate way or team up, get the materials, make the make the axe and the pickaxe to get the wood and the iron to make the weapons and armor in order to defend the town at nighttime from the demons that try to destroy the tree. If they destroy the tree, game over and you guys start it over again. So it's kind of like an opposite of the battle royale, where in a battle royale you have to make sure you kill everybody in that map. On this game, everybody in the map have to make sure they help survive together.
Basically, the tree is the one that needs to survive, not you.
Yeah, not you. You can die as many times as you want. A box will drop, kind of like a coffin, and it'll be up to you to go back to that coffin to get the materials and weapons and shit that you might have dropped. It's a really interesting game. Like I said, I didn't think I would be able to zoom in that close when I was running away, so that was a big plus because I saw a lot of top-down gameplay. So it's a solid game. Just really needs people to play it.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about it. I might get it.
For the price that they want, $20?
Yeah, $20.
Can't
It's
complain
$30,
about that.
I think, if you want physical.
Yeah.
But $20 for digital.
Yeah, I mean, all we got to know from the people that funded this project that Rec brought to my attention today is that they helped fund a first-person shooter game that still hasn't officially. Again, it's a nice find. I like I said, I saw it before we started the stream, but I didn't bring it up because I don't know what to make of it. It's so early in development, whatever the fuck they're doing. I don't know if Xbox, PlayStation, I don't know who is helping. I don't know if anybody's hands on. I don't know if the game is going to be multi-plat. I don't know. But they are confirming that they are a AAA studio. With a budget of over $100 million, that game will be AAA. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah,
So,
that
Jay,
is
so I think you
crazy.
should retract that
Ghost of
apology
Tsushima and
you had
Kenna
earlier.
come out in
Huh?
August, huh? Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima and Kenna come out like 4 days apart.
Right.
Damn.
But do you think Kenna's gonna overshadow Psychonauts?
Yes.
I mean, even though Kenna's a AA game and Psychonauts is considered a AAA game because of its price, and
I think Kenna will easily overshadow Psychonauts.
Kenna would, yeah, pretty much.
do you think it will outsell Psychonauts?
Yes.
Yes.
Because on the Xbox side, you don't have to buy the game. On the
They're not gonna
PlayStation
buy
side, the educated PlayStation gamers understand that we're getting a short end of the stick, and a lot of them are like, they're looking at the game. It looks like an indie title. It looks like dog shit, and they're like,
wait.
we're not gonna buy that shit for $60.
It's just the art style. It's not the game's
Yeah.
graphics.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If the price was cheaper, it could justify the art
It
style.
really looks like a $40 game, $30 or $40.
There you go. Kenna looks like a $60 game, but it's $40. That's why Kenna is gonna do better than Psychonauts just on that price.
Honestly, that Psychonauts, the original one came out on what, the Xbox One or the Xbox?
It was
original,
multiplat.
Wasn't it the OG Xbox though? Or was it the Xbox?
Yeah, it was 2005. It came out.
Okay. The graphics don't really look much better than they were back then.
That's what I'm saying. So the art style is one thing, but adding detail to an art style you have, similar to what Insomniac did with Ratchet and Clank, that's what we expect. They didn't do that.
So now that we see how Microsoft is operating when it comes to anything they're publishing on the PlayStation platform, should we expect this kind of thing again going forward with games that they release on PlayStation?
Yes.
So they're going to intentionally sabotage the PlayStation version.
Yes.
Yes.
Because why wouldn't you?
But don't you want to sell the game? Don't you want to sell it?
They believe that.
If you let it go up against the PlayStation version, using all the power of the PlayStation, it will outperform the Xbox version. That's why they don't want to do that.
It's the image. They care more about the image than the sales.
So what about Deathloop? I mean,
well, they don't have no control because the deal was made before the acquisition. They got no control over
I
that.
guess what I mean is like them potentially gimping that version of the game.
They can't do that because they already.
They are.
Yeah, they were already making the game before Microsoft acquired their parent studio, which was Bethesda. So, if the only way they would gimp the game is if it was multi-platform and the game was in development after the acquisition. But since the game was in development before the acquisition, there's nothing they could do.
I got.
But I do expect multi-platform games from studios that Microsoft owns to be one-sided. This isn't the first time. Like there were some other multi-platform games that had like an Xbox Series X and One X enhancements, but PS4 and PlayStation 5 didn't get any of those enhancements. So I expect this to continue.
Yeah, I don't trust them.
I don't trust them either. And that's why I was trying to tell PlayStation fans you probably shouldn't support this shit, but I can't stop motherfuckers from buying games they want to play. If you grew up playing Psychonauts, if you really love it, hey, I guess you're going to buy it. But I do want you to know, if you're getting that shit on the PS5 or even playing that shit on the PS4 Pro, you're getting fucked over for $60. Exactly. Now remember, because they get to play that shit for free under a subscription. So, and they're getting enhanced versions. So yeah, we really are getting fucked over.
So I don't know if you touched on Sean Layden's comments. If you talked about that,
yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yeah,
yesterday. And you know, I feel like Game Pass is definitely affecting their decision making. Even with something like this, they're almost kind of like doing this because they really want you to play it in Game Pass. And they know that no one's going to buy the game for $60 on Xbox. So, I mean, who would pay $60 for that game?
But to be quite fair, Xbox people have been buying games for a long time. So
this is true. This is true. Yeah, they stopped buying games a long time ago, way before Game Pass. They stopped buying games. So,
so
Game Pass exists partially because they weren't buying games. So they had to figure out a way to generate revenue another way because software sales were really low on the Xbox.
But now you've conditioned them to never buy games again, when it comes to third party or indie games.
But if they can do things like what they're doing with Flight Simulator, where they put the game in Game Pass and then way overprice the microtransactions, or like when they did with Gears of War, they can make their money back because you end up spending more money than the price of a full game. So, you know, I don't hear a lot of outrage about those microtransactions in Flight Simulator. But you know,
I mean, there's no outrage, but PlayStation fans are pointing it out that you're not getting the whole game, and if you do want,
but a $10 upgrade is blasphemy.
yeah, I know, right?
Get
If you
out
want
of
a
here.
plane, one of the planes is $30, and then yeah, there's some other stuff. Like if you really want the full experience, let's say you want to fly around, you want to go to your city, you want to fly in a plane that you like, you're gonna spend some money, and it could be over $40.
Someone added up the price of all the planes and airports in the game, and it was hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, like $800 something dollars in total. $840, I think it's $840.
Yeah, I think it was $800 some dollars.
Hey Jay, what do you think? J Lo and Ben Affleck getting back together?
Oh, is that confirmed now?
Yeah, they're back together.
Oh, shit, that's awesome. Yeah,
Bennifer is back in action.
He deserves better than Jennifer Garner. I don't know why she fucking didn't want to stay.
No, man, don't hate on Jennifer Garner. She's gorgeous.
No, I'm not saying nothing about her looks. I'm just like, why she didn't want to stay with him. They had a kid together and everything. I mean,
He couldn't. I think he had an issue. He was having alcohol issues and stuff.
He boned
hey, that's the father of your fucking kid. Try to work with him. He was getting over that shit. He was really getting better. He did better, man. He had to do better to be Batman. So it's like
he cheated on her, JayTech.
Huh?
He cheated on her.
Yeah, he cheated too.
Oh
You're
shit!
gonna give him a pass because he's Batman, though. I see what you're doing.
Yeah, but well, yeah, that too. But I just like give him a reason not to cheat on him. He obviously cheated on you for a reason. You weren't doing something as a wife or a friend in that relationship that you needed to do in order to keep his attraction only on you.
No, come on, man. When you're a celebrity like that, you have access.
That too. I mean, I agree, man. When you see Pretty Woman and you got that power and you know
you got that money,
you got that money and swag, you can get any female you want, or any female's gonna look in your direction. But I'm just saying, like I think they were married, and I think that if he lost interest in you, it could be his fault, but it can't all be his fault. You know. I don't know. Maybe she was playing Xbox. Maybe she was on Game Pass.
It's a two-way. It's a two-way
street. It's not a one-way street. You can't like blame everything on one person but not the other. Even when it comes to females, like it can't. If a female gets cheated on, let's say roles reverse. You can blame Ben Affleck for not being faithful, or him losing interest for his own reasons, but he could have also lost interest for reasons that we don't know about her.
I think the nanny was just really hot. Did you see her?
Well, then you don't get a fucking nanny.
I mean, there you go.
Take care of the baby yourself, and you will be the only female in the house that he sees. There you go. Problem solved.
Nobody wants to do all that work, though.
But this shit happens a lot, though. How many times have we heard the husband is fucking a nanny or flirting with a nanny or some shit like that? Like, don't have a nanny. How about you take care of the baby? How about you cook the food? Like, why you bring somebody else into your relationship that looks better than you to do the stuff that you are supposed to do in a relationship? But hey, whatever. If you want to get cheated on, bring out a hot housemaid or a hot ass nanny to your fucking house and have that hot nanny be a better mother to your kids than the mother of the kids, and watch the motherfucker look in her direction.
What they needed was an ugly nanny. That was pretty much.
That's what they needed.
Solution.
Nanny McPhee.
Nanny McPhee. Oh.
They needed a Nanny McPhee that did not have a spell on her that would be broken for her to end up being hot. So we would deal with the same situation we're just talking about. So if it was a Nanny McPhee nanny that did not look pretty later on, then yeah, that's what you needed. Like
he's walking around that house all day, coked up and drunk. Of course, he's gonna try to plow her.
You can't say no. You can't say no to Daredevil, aka Batman. PS4 Psychonauts 2 buyer. What the fuck is that?
Your new best friend.
I'm buying Psychonauts 2 for PS4. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing.
It's your money.
Do what you want to do.
Oh, that's the dude Bucky
Can you buy meat
Rod.
again?
No, that's the Bucky Rogers guy. He made another account.
Who gives a shit? Buy it if you want to.
Yeah, buy
It's
the
your
game.
money.
Hey,
your
bro,
money.
I can't stop you from buying the game. I'm just letting you know that if you buying it for the PS4, you're just getting the basic version, so that's cool. I can't bitch about that. There's nothing. You're not getting fucked over on that one. But if you buy that game and you have a PS4 Pro or PS5, you're getting fucked over because Xbox One X and Xbox Series X and S has a higher resolution than that of the PS5 version, obviously. Yeah.
Hold on. Does he really think we're supposed to actually care whether he buys it on
because
the
that's what a troll is. A troll wants you to get upset, and they gain some weird ass powers when they trigger you.
Bro, I'm gonna just say one thing: waste your money. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't care.
I can't complain about anybody buying the base game for a PS4.
Even
but if
on
you're
the
buying
PC,
it for a Pro or a PS5, you're getting fucked over. That's all I'm saying.
They don't even have HDR on the PC version. Only on the Xbox. That's weird.
Look, man, it's fucking
Trying to
crazy.
get a W.
It's a W for them. Again, they care about looking good. They care about making their system look good.
Hey, look,
that's all they care.
Remember what they said. They said games that come from their first party studios.
Will look and play good. Yeah.
They want the first, better, or best on their platform, and they're gonna make sure that happens.
Okay, well, guys, I got to get up out of here. I'm not trying to run. I'm trying to walk. Because it's way too fucking hot for running. I hope you guys have a great day. The people in the chat, all of y'all, Link, True Witty, Sam, Games for Eternity, y'all can stay in here. I'll be back. I'll talk to you guys about some other stuff that we got. Everybody else, have a great Wednesday. Thank you for all the support. Make sure you like on the way out and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you are currently subscribed, help yourself out by clicking the notification button so you can be notified when we go live.
Hit that like button too.
Hit that like button. We see a lot of trolls that blew up the dislikes because they're upset that PlayStation officially won this generation, but that's not my fault. You should have had a good system. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay.